Author's statement of clarity and creative intent. This series is a fictional survival horror comedy created with cultural awareness, respect, and intentional honesty. It is inspired by a long-standing cultural observation within African American communities, the consistent recognition that traditional horror movie logic often contradicts real-world survival instincts, common sense, and lived experience. The humor in this series does not come from mocking people, races, or cultures, but from exposing the unrealistic behaviors normalized by horror cinema tropes. This project exists to flip the genre structure, not the dignity of the people within it. The inspiration is transparent and intentional. In classic horror narratives, African American characters are often sidelined, eliminated early, underwritten, or treated as expendable plot devices. At the same time, there is a widely shared cultural understanding that many horror movie scenarios rely on decisions that people with generational survival awareness simply would not make. This series explores that contrast honestly, humorously, and respectfully. In these stories, multiple races exist together in familiar horror settings: abandoned buildings, haunted houses, cursed woods, isolated towns, possession scenarios, road trip traps, and survival situations. The horror is real, the danger is real, and the threats are real. What changes is perspective. The African American characters in this series survive not through supernatural abilities, prophecy, or mystical advantage, but through awareness, pattern recognition, boundaries, intuition, cultural memory, common sense, and refusal to participate in clearly dangerous behavior. The comedy comes from competence, not caricature. The humor comes from recognition, not ridicule. The intelligence comes from realism, not superiority. This series does not portray any group as inferior, stupid, disposable, or less valuable. It does not elevate one culture by degrading another. Instead, it critiques a genre that has normalized irrational behavior as entertainment and replaces it with grounded, culturally informed survival logic. This is not a parody of African American culture, and it is not a satire of fear. It is a genre reimagining that centers awareness, self-preservation, and discernment as the true survival tools in horror narratives. This project is fictional, non-religious, non-biblical, and non-allegorical. It is entertainment rooted in cultural honesty, humor, and genre critique. It exists to make people laugh, think, and recognize patterns they have always seen, but rarely seen centered. The purpose is simple and clear: to create a horror comedy universe where survival is not accidental, where intelligence is normalized, where cultural perspective matters, and where common sense is finally treated as a superpower. This is not about who dies first. This is about who never walks into the trap in the first place.